What it do, YouTube watchers? My name is JT. I have multiple sclerosis. And you know it's bad when I can't even pronounce it. Multiple sclerosis. Today, we're gonna watch a video in a minute, and it is Aaron Boster, the awesome neurologist. But as you notice, it's a dark video because I cannot have the bright light in my eyes. My eyes are very sensitive today. This eye wants to be blurry. This eye's fine. But when I put on glasses, everything is alright. Farsighted, whatever. About 7 years ago, I was hurting so bad. And this went on for 2, 3 days. And I was sweating, tossing and turning. I remember I had one water to drink in 3 days. I did not want to go around anybody. I didn't want to go to the kitchen and grab a water, or something to drink. I didn't feel like it. And this was around Thanksgiving time, so all my family were here. Well, I was get starting to think about really deep thoughts, not good thoughts. I remember have a ceiling fan in here. I wanted to put a rope around that ceiling fan, and I wanted to, in my life, wanted to end it. That was a really dark time in my life. I just ended a relationship, but it was really nothing about that. It had nothing to do with that. Um, I've only told one person about it, and it was probably not the right person. And I hated that I did this, but I told my youngest son when he was 19 at the time. I really regret telling him that it was the wrong person. I'm not a person that tells my feelings, how I feel. I just keep it bottled up inside. That goes way back to when I was a toddler. I could tell a story right now, but I'm not going to. We're going to get into this video.
Howdy, and thanks for learning about MS with me, Aaron Boster. A patient recently told me that she tried to end her life because she thought that her family would be better off without her. She has multiple sclerosis. And what we talked about next is something that every person living with MS, every family member needs to hear. It's a hard conversation, but it could save a life. She came into clinic with her husband, and she shared that she had been growing increasingly despondent, and one night felt so sad and so overwhelmed. She felt like she was only a burden, and she started to believe that if she simply just wasn't there, her family would be better off without her. She walked out in the freezing cold and had the intention of allowing herself to freeze to death. Her family members saw her, ran out, grabbed her, and dragged her into her house. What followed was a long, raw, and emotional family conversation. When she told me this story, she wasn't asking for sympathy. She was asking for help. Let's talk about something that is not discussed enough. People impacted by MS are twice as likely to experience depression compared to the general population. They're also twice as likely to attempt suicide and twice as likely to be successful. It's not rare. It's terrifying. It's not a weakness. It's not a character flaw. It's a biological and psychological complication of this nasty disease. And if we're not open and talking about it, we risk failing each other. I told her something important. I told her that her feelings are understandable, and they are. Living with MS is exhausting. It's exhausting physically, emotionally, it's exhausting socially. But I told her something else. When your brain tells you that your family's better off without you, that's depression talking. That's not the truth. Because suicide doesn't remove pain. Suicide transfers pain. It creates a wound in the people that you love that cannot heal. I asked her to imagine her son growing up and wondering why his mom left. I asked her to imagine her husband sitting at the table by himself. Your value is not measured based on your productivity. Your value is not based on your income. It's not measured by how well you can cook dinner. Your value is your presence. It's your laugh. It's your voice. It's simply existing. We talked about her village, her husband, her child, her friends, hell, her doctor. We depend on her. Sometimes the person who feels the weakest is the person who holds the family together. Asking for help is not a failure. It's leadership. Here's the key. Suicidal thoughts can feel permanent, but they're not. It's an emotion that comes as a wave. It'll rise, crest, and then fall. The danger is making a permanent decision because of a temporary storm. It's also a danger to pretend like that storm would never come. Instead, we need to plan for the day that it does. Now, this is the part that I want you to take home. Save the number 988 in your phone. In the United States, the Suicide and Crisis Hotline is reached by simply dialing 3 numbers, 988. I asked her to put it into her phone, and I want you to do the exact same thing. Pause the video right now, get out your phone, and save the number 988.
Yeah, guys, if you are feeling really down, depressed, and suicide is not the answer at all. And like I told you, I felt like it. I wanted to do it so bad, but I got through it, and it's just not. It's not the right thing to do.
I'll wait while you do it, because you don't need that number until you need it. And when you need it, you may lack the clarity to find it. I have it saved in my phone, and I want you to have it saved too. Another critical tool is to identify a talk therapist. If you share that you're feeling sad with a family member, they have an intimate relationship with you. They're not objective, and they feel an emotion. And sometimes because both of you are so emotional, you can't find those aha moments. When you talk to a trained listener, it's a safe space. And when you tell them that you feel sad, they say, and it acts as a sounding board. It creates a structure to allow you to discover options to treat your depression. You wouldn't ignore the symptom of optic neuritis. I'm asking you not to ignore the symptom of depression. Depression in MS isn't situational. It's literally biological. It's a biologic phenomenon caused by the disease itself. The inflammation in your brain, the neurochemical changes, create a situation where the human being is depressed. It's a symptom, and we can treat it. We talked together about adjusting her antidepressants, and we treated her depression more aggressively. That is a key part to MS care. I also reminded her to protect the basics. The stuff that your mom told you to do, she was right. Getting proper sleep, eating 3 meals a day, addressing stress management, creating that structure in your life, that's really important because an exhausted brain tells you dark stories. Let's protect your brain. I next asked my patient and her husband to develop a couple's code word, something completely absurd like purple elephant, something that you would never ever say casually. And the rules of engagement are follows. If one of them says purple elephant, everything stops. No minimizing, no brushing off. It's an immediate, serious conversation. They both have to agree to this, that they will never say the code word unless it's critically important, and that if one of them says it, the other one will respect. This removes ambiguity. This removes pride. It creates safety. If you have a partner, I think that you should create a code word together. If you've ever felt like a burden because of your MS, you're not alone. And if you've ever had fleeting thoughts of not wanting to exist, that's depression talking. That's not the truth. If someone you love has MS, please send them this video. Start a difficult conversation before the storm hits. If you are in immediate danger, or if you're having thoughts of wanting to hurt yourself, text or call 988 right now if you're in the United States. There's help, there's support, and there's a path forward. Let's be honest. MS can steal comfort. MS can steal certainty. It can steal energy. But it does not get to steal your life. Not on my watch. Thanks for learning about MS with me. And thank you for being brave enough to have this very difficult conversation with me. I'll see you in the next video.
I put it into my phone, so just in case. It's good to have. Alright, so when in this was kind of a dark video, but it needed to be said, and as you can see, he was very, I think he was very emotional, and I can only imagine all the his patients and how many people told him, they feel like ending their lives. I don't know. Okay, we gotta always be good or be good at it. I'm sorry about the autofocus tripping back and forth, up and down, sideways. But I'll get it fixed. I'll tweak it a little bit. Thank you.